One of the key aspects of professionalism is volunteerism. Reaching out and volunteering your time to make sure that the things you do, the patients you care for, the things you have passion about are spoken up for, because if we don't speak up, you can't expect anybody else to. And then once we start speaking up and identifying what needs to be done, the second opportunity for volunteerism and speaking up is actually doing the work. And I started doing the work, gosh, probably 20 some odd years ago. I started on the self-assessment committee, and I was a little nervous because I figured everybody else knew more than I did. But I really quickly learned how to write questions, and I stuck around, and I was elevated in the committee, and then I got to do more stuff, and I got to make more decisions, and you stick around long enough, and you get to play as though you're a grown-up, right? Like being on the board, sort of like being a grown-up and making decisions, and trying to get other people to get engaged to be volunteers. And it can be any flavor you want. We have one-off opportunities to stick your toes in the water. We have volunteer opportunities that span years in some committees, some that are once or twice a year, in and out. Things that may appeal to you, education, policy, legislative issues, helping us work with younger physicians for developing professionalism, for developing professional growth tools. Now we have a whole lot going on with the BOLD initiative and helping to identify alternative payment models, innovative things you've done in your community that you want to share, maybe things you want to try in your community that you need help with and you want to get another cohort of people with you to try it in other sessions. I mean, being a volunteer is what you want it to be. It's as much as you want it to be. It's as often as you want it to be. And all you have to do is like show up. And I'll just say, the staff make us look really good. So I don't think you have to be an expert about health policy. You don't have to be an expert about knowing how to write questions for an exam. You don't have to be an expert to know how to do a webinar. They're gonna hold your hand and help set it up, help get it done. And in the meantime, you get more and more confident because you're not alone. And the next thing you know, bam, you're president.